Hereby call the High County Board of Supervisors meeting to order. Welcome everyone that's in attendance. Glad to see the smiling faces. We got a whole lot on the agenda tonight, but this is our work session. And in regards to that, to start off our work session, we have two agenda items that we, as the board, is very proud of. And the first one is honoring two distinguished gentlemen. The first one's going to be the mayor from Pamplin City. And to me, it's still Pamplin City. And the second is going to be honoring Russell Moore, former board member and a member of this community. So if we'll all stand, the board stand, we want to do the honoring. This resolution is in honor of former Pamplin Mayor Robert G. Mitchell. Whereas Robert G. Mitchell was born September the 15th, 1929 in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, and passed away at the age of 91 on Wednesday, January the 6th, 2021, with interment later at the Arlington National Cemetery. And whereas Robert G. Mitchell earned a Bachelor of Science degree in Mechanical Engineering from the University of Michigan in 1952 and a Master of Business Administration from Harvard University in 1969. And whereas Robert G. Mitchell was commissioned in the United States Navy in 1953 and was honorably discharged as a lieutenant in 1957 to join the Special Projects Office, Fire Control and Guidance Branch in Arlington, Virginia, where he led design for the U.S. Naval Fleet Ballistic Missile Program. And whereas Robert G. Mitchell was chief engineer in the Fire Control and Navigation Branch of the Polaris, Poseidon, and the Trident missile programs, and was deeply respected for his leadership, skills, and mentoring abilities. And whereas Robert G. Mitchell, upon his retirement in 1994, began searching for a historical property away from Washington, D.C., eventually purchasing a beautiful Victorian house to renovate on Main Street in Pamplin City, Virginia. And whereas Robert G. Mitchell became mayor of Pamplin City in 2000, serving until retiring in 2014. And whereas Robert G. Mitchell believed that places don't exist unless there is a purpose. So he put aside his visions of a renovated Victorian home and instead created a vision for Pamplin City that included small business development and establishment of a community gathering place. And whereas Robert G. Mitchell worked with Norfolk Southern Railway to acquire the former Pamplin Depot, then worked tirelessly to secure funding to renovate the landmark for community meeting space, a new town office, and briefly a branch library. And whereas Robert G. Mitchell collaborated with Norfolk Southern Railway and the Department of Conservation and Recreation as a vision to extend the High Bridge Trail to Pamplin City. Whereas Robert G. Mitchell was instrumental in securing approximately $3 million in funding for the East Pamplin Community Revitalization Project that resulted in 20 families receiving assistance to upgrade their housing status, and also provide a new sanitary sewer system serving over 100 individuals in East Pamplin. Now, therefore, be it resolved, in recognition in his service to his country, as well as a vision, hard work, and commitment for bettering the lives of the citizens of Pamplin City, the Appomattox County Board of Supervisors does hereby officially recognize and mourn the passing of the former mayor of Pamplin City, Robert G. Mitchell, an extraordinary man of dedication and service whose legacy will not soon be forgotten. And we have with us on the Zoom is Mrs. Smith. Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
How are you? Can you hear us okay?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I have with me my sister Elizabeth, who's waving, and my brother Ed. He also has headphones on so he can hear. Thank you so much for honoring our father. We are deeply moved by that. That speaks a lot to me about the quality of the work you do and the service that you provide to your county. You are amazing, and I'm so grateful that my dad was able to work with you all. Dad was not a proud person. He never thought highly of himself. He just wanted to help. He had a heart of gold, and we're just really, really proud of him. And thank you so much for honoring him. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you.
And we thank you too. Wanda, I need a resolution for Mr. Moore.
We need to approve this.
Oh, I know it.
Mr. Chairman, if I may. Mr.
Yes,
Chairman.
yes, sir.
I'd just like to say, I've worked with Mayor Mitchell a lot when I was on the Pamplin Volunteer Fire Department. Well, I'm still on the fire department, but we worked a lot together with Mayor Mitchell, and a lot of the seeds that Mayor Mitchell sowed in Pamplin are just now starting to bloom. I think the current mayor might attest to some of that, but we appreciate all the work he did in Pamplin. And Mr. Chairman, I'd move that we adopt the resolution.
Motion duly made, is that second? Second. Discussion? All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye.